Hey YouTube, ShadowScrap666 here from ShaolinProductionz, and here today with the deck profile. This deck is Evilswarm's, Evilswarm Rabbit, it's whatever you want to call it, and yeah. This is the deck I'll be playing at YCS New Jersey, which is this weekend. So, yeah, let's get on with the deck profile. It's all DT too, so it's kinda shiny. I love it. 2 Rescue Rabbits. Gets out your heliotropes, go into Ophion, or whatever else you need. Instant XYZ summons. 3 heliotropes, because it's the only vanilla you should be playing. Saber Source isn't very good in this deck. I was testing it out, and I just ran into too many cloggy sabers. So many dead sabers, it's really bad in the deck. You're going to have Evilswarm casters in hand, and draw into a Saber Source, and you cannot use it. I'd rather be drawing 2 other Evilswarms. So yeah. 3 Thunderbird. This is just as bad as Wind-Up Rabbit, except you can't have multiple of these and use all of their effects, because you don't use the effect of Thunderbird once per turn. So like, if you have 2 on board, you can only use one of their effects. But it just actually makes it a bit better, so you actually play conservatively with this card. If they don't warning it, it's really hard to get rid of. And if they attack it, if you have the infestation infection, you could just return it back to the deck and grab another one. 3 casters. What people don't know is that once this card summoned, its effect activates right away. It's like a continuous effect. It's triggered once it's summoned successfully, so it cannot be negated unless it's by an already face-up skill drain. So a skill drain has to be activated already for this to be negated. Veiler, Fiendish Chain, anything that chains to its effect, anything that chains to its summon, does not negate caster's effect unless it's the Solemn Brigade or duo, whatever. So yeah, that's a little tip. The Veiler, chain, and a chained or a skill drain that's been chained to the summon does not negate it. 3 Mandragoras. Since we don't have Krykion, you're going to need more summoning. That, and since it does special summon itself, you always have an extra normal summon. So you could go Mandragora, summon caster, summon another card, or just go Mandragora, summon a card, and go Bahamut, pitch a monster, and just grab your opponent's monsters. Since we don't have Krykion, which should be coming out as a super, I'm gonna guess. Not a secret, because the name Krykion's name text isn't silver, so I'm going to guess it as a super to match other hidden arsenals supers of this deck. As a replacement of Krykyon, I play 1 Salamandra because the deck needs to draw into monsters. I've run into too many instances where I need another Evilswarm monster, and I think Salamandra is a good card for that. It's my own little tech. Yeah, it's a potential 2450 beater. Gets over a lot, so it's pretty good. I play 2 Veilers for hand traps and 1 Dark Arm. I play Dark Arm even though I still have Ophion, which stops him from summoning, but once they get rid of the Ophion, Dark Arm is live. Once the Ophion hits the grave, Dark Arm is live, because we have the 2 Darks under Ophion. One you already pitched, and the one that's to search your deck, and the one that's still under Ophion to keep its level 5 negation, some negation active, and Ophion itself. So once Ophion hits grave, Dad is live. And since it does take time to get rid of Ophion, once they do, you've probably already drawn into this. So it's pretty decent. 3 Pandemic. I don't understand why people play less than 3. It's too good not to play 3 of them. You're gonna want to have this like right away, so you can get your summons off without them being TT'd, bottomless, compulsed. So yeah, it protects, it ensures your Ophion plays from Chain Link 2 traps. I only play 1 Dress because I don't have a second. That's a story for later, but yeah. I would be playing 2. I play 2 Duality because it gets to your monsters faster, and sometimes you don't have a hand full of monsters, or you want to get to your traps, or just thin your deck out a bit. these will be coming out for curriculums once I could get them. Oh, and I just zoomed in. Why the hell did I do that? You didn't see that. One Rhoda because Caster's a warrior book. This is probably going to come out for the dress. Oh, and now the Trinity to end the spells. And now for the traps. One Infestation Infection. If you play more than one, you're going to find this card really cloggy. You only really need it to like protect your Thunderbirds or return Heliotropes back to your deck. Or if like your opponent goes bombless or compulsed, you could always just use this to get it back. Or like, you know, as a chain. You're gonna chain, whatever. I play the Solemn Duo, of course. You need those. I play one Safe Zone just because it protects your Ophions and your monsters from getting run over or targeted. Safe Zone's thus a very good card overall. One Mirror Force, because what this deck hates is bigger monsters and massive spam, like tinplate gadgets. I feel like this card is needed to like make sure your monsters are safe, and their whole board, if they commit to it, just disappears. Same thing with TT. My favorite play with TT is going TT, set Pandemic, activate TT, chain Pandemic, so your own monsters are saved. Play 2 Compulse because this card is so good. Let's just put it that way. You know what it does, it's good. And to end the traps, 2 Bottomless Trap Hole. Now for the extra deck, I am missing one card in the extra deck, and it's Digusto Emerald. So yeah, it's 14 cards right now. One Caster because some matches you have dead Veilers, and Caster is just viable since everything in here is level 4 except Dad and Veilers itself. One Powerful Operative, one Maestro, Cowboy, Dweller for a lot of matches like Mermails and Dark Worlds. Black Ship Corn because you need out to monsters. Excalibur because Caster's a warrior. Utopia, Gemini Pearl. Nightmare is just in here because it's a decent card. It has a decent effect. It's essentially a Book of Moon. 2 Ophions, which is the main boss monster in the deck that you'll probably be going into every so often. Yeah, it thins the deck out, searches for your Pandemics, and you're good to go. 2550 gets over 6 Samurai Shien. And then the extra deck, Bahamut and Ouroboros. Broken, and you barely even go into them. So yeah, that's that deck, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe. Leave some tips in the comments below, and I'll see you guys later.